It started 3 nights ago. A sound, quiet at first, like fingers gently tapping wood. I thought it was my mind playing tricks on me. Maybe a draft, a creaky floorboard. You know, the usual things that make houses feel alive at night. But it wasn't. It was a knock, a single knock, from under my bed. At first, I laughed. Seriously, what adult believes in monsters under bed? But when it happened the second night, and the third, I stopped laughing. The knock comes at 3:12 a.m. on the dot. Every time, 3 soft knocks. Then silence, and the silence is worse than the knocking. Last night, I stayed up watching clock. 3:11 a.m. My hands trembled. I turned off every noise in the room. No fan, no music, just me and the silence. 3:12 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. It wasn't the floor settling. It wasn't the house creaking. It was deliberate, precise, patient. I didn't move. I didn't even breathe. I wanted to look. I needed to look. But something inside me screamed, "Don't." I reached for my phone and turned on the flashlight. Slowly, I leaned over the edge of my bed. Nothing, just a cold, empty space beneath me. But then, my phone slipped from my hand, and it didn't hit the floor. It never made a sound, like the space under the bed swallowed it whole. I dropped the phone. It clattered on the floor, but I didn't hear it land, because the whisper, it kept going. It wasn't coming from the phone anymore. It was coming from the bed. "Lie down. It's your turn now." The voice repeated, clearer, hungrier, and then thump from underneath. 1, then 2, thump, thump. Something was moving under there. I backed toward the door, not daring to blink. And then a hand emerged, pale, too long. Fingernails cracked like broken glass. It slid out, palm down, pressing into the floor like it was waking up from a long sleep. I ran, down the hallway, slammed the door behind me, but the whisper followed. It echoed through the walls. "Lie down." Then something knocked from inside the hallway closet. I turned. Another knock. Louder. I opened it. Empty, except for a twin-size mattress. Identical to mine. Bloodstained. The walls inside the closet were covered in scratch marks. Names. So many names, etched into the wood. At the bottom, my name, freshly carved. I stumbled back. My name, scratched in like it had always been there. I hadn't carved it. I never had, but it looked older than me. Suddenly, the light flickered, not just in the hallway. Everywhere, the whole house shifted. I could feel it, like the floor sighed beneath me. The ceiling stretched taller. The walls seemed to breathe. And then the lights went out, pitch black, and in the darkness, a voice deeper now, not whispering, commanding, "Lie down, accept the trade." Trade? I turned. The hallway wasn't a hallway anymore. It was the tunnel, dirt line, roots hanging from the ceiling, like I'd been walking underground the whole time. And at the end of the tunnel, a door, my bedroom door. I don't remember walking toward it, but suddenly I was there. My hand reached out. It turned the knob, and what I saw inside, not a room, not my room, but rows. Rows of beds, dozens, all occupied, bodies lying still, eyes wide open, unmoving, staring. And under each bed, movement, scratching, knocking. Then they all spoke at once, a chorus of voices. "Lie down." They didn't blink, not one, just watch me, eyes glossy, mouths slightly open like they wanted to scream, but had forgotten how. The knocking from beneath the beds grew louder, more desperate, more intelligent. And then, one of the beds beside me, thump, a hand slid out from underneath. Long fingers, skin pale and stretched too tight over bone. It curled its fingers against the floor, feeling for something, sniffing the air like it could smell me. I backed away. "Lie down." All the voices again, unified, commanding. One of the bodies twitched. Then another. One sat up, her eyes locked onto mine. And she said, "You're the last." I turned and ran, back through the tunnel. Except it wasn't a tunnel anymore. It was a corridor, infinite. The doors on either side kept changing. Old, rotten, steel, glass. Then I saw one, with a mirror nailed to it. A mirror that showed, not me, someone else, wearing my clothes, smiling. I didn't stop. I picked a door, any door. I threw it open, and I was back in my room. Silence. But my bed, there was something under it, breathing. I grabbed my phone, called 911, but the number dialed itself. Unknown. I heard the click, then the voice. You were warned. I couldn't move. That voice, cold, metallic, like it wasn't coming to the phone, but from inside my skull. You were warned. The bed creaked, not like someone shifting, like something emerging. And then a hand, not the same one from the dream. This one was identical to mine. Every scar, every mold, every fingerprint. I stumbled backward, knocking over the lamp. Light shattered across the room. Then another hand, another arm, and slowly a face. My face, only the eyes were wrong. They were too wide, too black, like they were painted in. It pulled itself out like it had always lived there, like it belonged. It stood up, still mirroring me, and then it smiled, a twitchy, crooked grin. Then, thank you for warming up my side. It lunged. I fought, I swear I fought, but the thing didn't fight back. It just melted into me, skin on skin, like oil, like I was made of wax and someone had lit a match. And then, darkness. When I woke up, it was morning. The knocking had stopped. I thought it was over. I thought I was still me, until last night when I walked past a mirror and my reflection didn't follow. It stayed, smiling, and then it blinked before I did. Everything looked normal, except there was a photo on my nightstand. Me, standing in front of the mirror, smiling. But the mirror, it didn't reflect me. It reflected it. I thought it was over. I thought I was still me, until last night when I walked past the mirror and my reflection didn't follow. It stayed, smiling, and then it blinked before I did.